Alright, what should we get out first? We'll go for the amber flask, I think it is. Yeah, it's got that footed base kind of thing happening, so it's got to be a whiskey. Let me try and get comfortable. I got to lay down in the dirt. Now I think I'll go for this one right now. What is that? It's not a bottle. I think it's going to be an oil lamp. Maybe the top half to that broken half I found. But wait, we have a fourth item showing up. Yeah, that is a sweet pocket of bottles right there. Okay, what do we got? A flask, but it's weird. It is not a half pint. That is smaller than... I've never seen a flask of this size before. Just look at it. That is not your standard half pint. That's not an 8-ouncer. That's like 5.5 ounces. So that's kind of unusual. Not very valuable, but interesting nevertheless. I'll probably put that in my collection of slick whiskeys, because I have a collection of over 100 flasks of different styles and sizes and colors and things like that. That is really in there. That is one big rock. Oh, I'm exhausted after all that. Okay, what do we got? It's a Slicky Saloon. Okay. We lost our camera. Okay, gotta sit right now. Okay, let's get this thing out of here now. Almost broke it. Assuming it was ready to come out sooner than I thought. Okay, we got it. Whoa. It is an oil lamp for sure. Kind of interesting. Still full. What the heck? It's not a broken oil lamp. Unless I just made it broke. Wow, that's weird. What's that thing in the middle of it? I don't know, that's very unusual, but that is the base right there. So it isn't broken off like I thought it was. It's got a very short base on it. I've never seen an oil lamp like it before. So I better hope I didn't crack it by yanking it out there. By yanking it too hard, and yeah, I was on the verge of cracking because I yanked it so hard. May have fractured a tiny chip off of that, but I don't know. Looks pretty neat though. Let's see what else we got down there. Yes, the best one is coming last. Assuming this is an intact soda bottle, that is. So far, it seems like it is. And yes, I do feel embossing, but I think I see a crack in it. And this is one of those super rare ones. I think it has a watermelon slug plate. That means it's going to be the Raleigh Steam Bottling Works. So even if it's damaged, it's a very rare bottle. So I need to be careful, because I think I already cracked the neck on one years ago. Dang it. Shouldn't be doing this. I'm going to ease up on it because I don't want to risk breaking it, because it's not really wanting to come out, just like that last one that I cracked 6 years ago. How about now? Alright, there it is. It's intact, but not in mint condition. It has actually quite a serious... Wait a minute. That was an optical illusion. Wait, oh. Okay, it is severely cracked. Yeah, dang it. That almost looks fresh, but no, I don't think there's some discoloration in that crack. And I was extremely careful, so I mean, I had the base exposed just slightly, so you saw me dig it out. I wasn't being rough with that. I couldn't have cracked it. So anyway, yeah, that probably would have been $200 easy if it wasn't cracked. Okay, I think we got a beer showing up. And something right behind it. Interesting. Okay, it's a slick. Pretty much gotta expect most beers are gonna be slick. But that thing that it was exposed underneath it is rather intriguing. Look at that interesting shape. Is it going to be an injection, bro? Yep. Check that out. Have you ever seen one of these before? Interesting embossing. Yeah, that's a rather unique bottle right there. I think I found one many years ago, but something's a little bit different about that one. I don't remember embossing being on all three of these panels like that. This one's more special. So that's a pretty nice bottle, even though it's in a foreign language. Yep, that's a nice one. I have no idea what it's worth. I'm just gonna assume maybe $24. Okay, we got something showing up. It looks kind of interesting. What is that? I see embossing, but it's on the inside of the bottle. How is that possible? It's smooth right here, but yet there's embossing. Oh, I see. Crazy. It's just a shard reversed. What is that? Huh, it's very interesting. So not so sure I've ever seen one of these before. Wheeler's tissue phosphates. Yeah, that definitely does not sound familiar to me. Shame it had to be broken. Alright, just knock this one down. Is it embossed? I feel embossing. Yeah, I know what that is, just by the shape of it. It's the Bobbitt Wayne Drug Company. And it's full. In both senses of the word. Intact and full. Alright, I see something else showing up here. What's that gonna be? Must be a lot taller than I thought it was gonna be. It's an 8-ounce drugstore, hopefully. And hopefully it's embossed. I see something embossed on there. And it looks a little bit different. What is it? Oh my God. I've never seen one before. Okay, here's the normal Bobbitt Wayne configuration of embossing, as well as the shape is like that on all I've ever seen, but this is another Bobbitt Wayne in a very different style. Oval shape and a whopping 8 ounces. I love 8-ounce drugstores. And I love one-of-a-kind drugstores. And this is both. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that one. That's a beauty right there. So we're definitely over the $300 mark with this find. See something. What is that? Dang it, I hope I didn't just break it. Oh, something right up against it that broke, but this one was already broken. It's just another one of those slick amber med types. Oh no, we just found, I don't know why I always say we just found. It's always just me. Well, almost always me by myself. But anyway, this is something like a $450 bottle if it was intact. It's a tall cylinder whiskey. The Lowenstein with the watermelon slug plate on the shoulder. I have yet to find a whole one of these. So that's what you could say is a bucket lister right there. Okay, we got some kind of a honey amber. I guess it would be considered a medicine of some sort. I think I found one of these here before. Truly honey colored. And super thin. Thin top like a pontled bottle would generally have. But, of course it's not pontled, but it could be $18.99. But in any case, for a slick, that's rather nice. Okay, we got some kind of a cylinder. Could it be that whole one of that bottle that we just found? A Lowenstein cylinder? It is a possibility, of course. Now, I'm thinking it could be one. I better be careful. I'm usually not careful when I dig clear cylinder whiskeys because they're almost always slickers. Okay, that's not going to be one because it's got the standard shape. And the Lowensteins are thin and tall. But of course it could have been embossed of a different company. But no, it's a slicky. This very powerful light is starting to go dim. We have a bottle up here. It's broken anyway. Nothing much to that one. Okay, it's starting to get dark out. But we are very close to finished, and we have yet another great bottle showing up. Hopefully it's going to be intact. As you can see, it is the Golden Rod from Sanford. Well, not quite intact, but it's about 98%. Anyway, still got to be worth at least $20. Okay, I got a flask. And it is that nice rectangular style. It is almost always embossed. So we got some great potential here. Alright, I feel embossing. Oh my god. It is a Lowenstein. And that is a pretty valuable bottle right there. $100 minimum. So we are definitely over 400. Definitely over 400 for the day with this one. Yeah, not a huge quantity, but we got some serious quality. Okay, that's it for today. We've tunneled it out about 1.5 feet in every direction, and it's getting dark. And this cement chunk could snap off and crush me any moment, so I better get out of here. Okay, I'm back home. Got the best bottles cleaned up again. I thought this was the best bottle for sure. But after it sat around for a while, it mysteriously developed a bruise on the back. I would have bet anything in the world that this bottle was perfect. Probably had to have developed somehow, just from temperature change or having the 5,000 pounds of dirt removed from it. I don't know. Still confused as to why those kind of things happen. Had it rolled in wet newspaper for about 15 hours, so that usually does the trick. But still, it's such an incredibly beautiful bottle. It would have been worth about $150. Just because it has a bruise, it still looks really great. Still worth $100. And next we have this unusual medicine bottle, apparently. The Warner and Company is definitely a medicine company, but what is this? A medicinal case gin? I don't know, maybe I should look it up. But in any case, I would say it's worth at least $22. And then we have this one. It's a rather unique bottle. It still has a little bit of the contents in it. So for historical purposes, I'm thinking I should leave it, but at the same time, it makes the bottle look ugly and harder to sell with all that stain all over it. So what do you think? If you found a bottle that was 110 years old with part of the contents in the original cork, would you leave it or would you clean it out to make it look better? Thinking this is worth at least $20 as well. And this great 8-ounce drugstore turned out not so great. I cannot believe that this big flash crack developed. You saw it when I first found it. Didn't have that. I don't know how that got there. Crazy how that happens sometimes. And it's also got several lip chips. So that's kind of disappointing. I was really happy about this until that big crack showed up somehow. But still, it might have been like an $80 or $90 bottle, but like that, I'm just gonna say maybe 45. Then we have this other goldenrod, but it does have the chippage issues on the back, so I don't know, we're gonna put maybe $60 on it. Okay, now we got the oil lamp. Very unique with that little short base and that weird thing sticking up through the middle like that. Then when I was cleaning it, I noticed there's embossing on it. I thought, oh good, it has a name on it. But no, it's really just a patent date. So I was disappointed that I couldn't research it further. It does have a bruise up there. Some small little cracks on the edge right there. But it's very interesting. Such a unique piece that I'll probably try and sun purple it, and who knows, maybe I'll just set it on my shelf and keep it. Maybe I'll sell it if I get an offer I like. I'm just gonna assume it's worth about $40 since it's something rather unique and I've never seen one like it. And then we have this beautiful honey amber medicine. I just tried to research this one, but the type style of embossing, I can't even make out half the letters on here. Can't tell if that's a H or a N. Then what's next? Is that an E? I tried spelling it all kinds of different ways, but I was unable to find anything about this one. But it's pretty neat. I'm going to assume it's worth maybe $12. And then we have the truly best bottle of the trip. This one is probably worth about $140. As a matter of fact, all of these that I've found in the past had some small problem with them, but this one is truly mint. Then we have this nice looking ink bottle. Very clean example. It's one of those Carters with the 1897 on the bottom. It's a fun thing to collect because they come in so many different colors. And as you can see, there's a huge open bubble right under the AR and Carters. I don't know if that makes it more valuable or not, but it's good looking ink for sure. It's got to be worth at least $20. Then we got this little Pee-wee pony insulator with the star on it. Not particularly rare, but it's kind of fun to find an early insulator when you're digging for bottles. With a crack in it, it's probably only worth $5. Then we have this other different style of the goldenrod. Super clean example, but definitely has some issues with the top on it. But still, let's say it was going to be a $120 bottle. What's it worth now? Sure, there's a lot of different opinions as to how much to devalue it because of that. I'm still going to say it's worth $50. Then we got this rather beautiful embossed flask. This flask I thought was rather nice, but some problems developed on it. I don't know if I overlooked them or they appeared later or some combination of those. You can see there's something right there. Then if you hold it to the light, there's a huge crack on the left side. Anyway, even in mint condition, these are only worth, I mean, if those cracks weren't there, it would have been worth maybe $18 because it's such a perfect example otherwise, with it being so shiny and having such sharp embossing. But as it is, I'll be lucky to get $5 for it. And then of course we have this one, a very rare bottle. Too bad about the cracks. I've bought a bottle in this condition before that was a super rare straight-sided Coke that I just was unable to ever get in perfect shape, so generally I steer away from this kind of damage, but if there's none perfect available, then you do what you gotta do if you're a serious collector. I paid like $125 for one of these straight-sided Cokes from Conway, South Carolina, with some kind of a triangle or pyramid configuration on it. So, what value to give this one? Assuming this was worth about $225 if it was perfect, what is it worth now? I don't know, 75 maybe? Then we have this super pale honey amber. Gorgeous bottle. The only other time I found one was in the same dump last year. It's got this big K. Some kind of a monogram. Well, not really a monogram, but some kind of trademark design on the bottom. Does anybody know what this thing is? It's beautiful. For a slick, it's definitely a really good one. I'm going to say it's worth maybe $12. So any way you look at it, it was at least a $400 dig right there. So until next week.